to you, and it is a beautiful morning, especially for cruising, although it's a little bit windy. It's Thursday the 17th of August and we're ready to go. Today we are tackling the Wigan flight, 21 locks on Wigan flight, and then we've got 2 more on the lee branch of the Leeds-Liverpool, so 23 locks if all goes well today. Weather's in our favour, so it should be good. But Haigh Hall, what a wonderful mooring it is. Just over the road, you can see the golf course over there. We've been here for a few nights and really enjoyed it. Haigh Hall, unfortunately, we didn't really see it in all its beauty. It's covered in scaffolding, and maybe for a good few years yet. They have had a grant and government funding and lottery funding to spend £37.5 million on it. And it's going to be amazing. It is going to be an absolutely fantastic place to visit. It is already, although we couldn't go in the manor house, but the manor house is and was and is going to be a wonderful place. Really nice. More about Haigh Hall when we get going. Lots to discuss, lots to talk about, but we've had breakfast, Chugs is purring, and we're ready to go. And again, we're attacking this floating pennywort. Little clumps of it everywhere. It's not very boater friendly stuff. We've all had a great time here at Haigh Hall. We went up to the hall and the play area with the kids a couple of times. Really nice. We went up to the towpath this way to bridge 60 I think it is, and it's called Rowing Bridge. As we approached the bridge we could see a very small, what we thought was an arm, but it turns out it was just like a little pond that was dug out when they made the canal, so the people of the hall could see this ornate little bridge and the little pond beyond. Now it's a bit like Tixall wide. It would look lovely from the home, but what they had there were little rowing boats, so their friends and guests could come down to the bridge on horse and carriage, or indeed walk, and have a little punt on the rowing boats. The bridge was far too low to get any other boat under, but it would have been lovely in its day. A lovely walk up through the plantations, mainly beech trees back in the day, but there's all sorts of varieties there now. Really nice, and the kids hugged a couple of trees. Morning. Yeah, it was lovely walking up here. Yesterday we walked over the bridge, had a little wander, and you can see the old hall, unfortunately covered in scaffolding, but they would have had a lovely view of this little boating pond. Really nice. Here is the little boating bridge. As you can see, it's very low. You would in no way get any other boat apart from a rowing boat under there. There are protectors for the ropes, so it is an original bridge. At the end of the bridge there's rope protectors for the old working boats. But isn't that lovely? And here is Rowing Bridge. Quite a substantial bridge really, but you can picture the old people from the hall with the horse and carriages, all very grand, showing off to their friends. Very nice. It's a lovely bridge. Reminds us of Shugborough. kids loved it at Haigh Hall. Loads of playing areas, but one thing in particular, the high ropes. There was climbing things. They were 33 foot up in the air. Now when you think Lily is 11, but in a couple of weeks time of filming this, she's going to be 12, and little Noah is only 8. This was 33 foot up in the air. They were climbing ropes, swinging. There was, what do they call those lines? Zip lines? Yeah. Zip lines, tyres to climb over, everything. They had a ball. Now I've got to be honest, little Noah on one of the towers was really nervous and he was shouting down, I don't want to do it. But he had the courage to push himself off that little platform and go down a huge zip wire. It took courage for the little man and for Lily, of course, and it was great to see him blossoming there. There were several ice creams consumed as well over the last couple of days, and that was nice. There was also a lovely little courtyard, food yard, and it was the old stables and coaching stables. We did eat there on the couple of days we went, and it was really nice, and it also gives shelter from the wind. It was really nice. We had, well, I had sausage rolls, we had chips, we had slushies. What else did we have? Hot dogs? It was great. There was a wide variety. There was a pizza place there. But on the 2 days that we went, they weren't doing pizzas. But it was really nice. Haigh Hall, well worth a visit. Well, we're just going to the top lock at Wigan. There's all the facilities over there which we've just used, and there's a lovely Locky Angel on at the lock. So the first lock of 23 today, 21 on the Wigan flight and then 2 on the Lee branch of the Leeds Liverpool. We do have Locky Angels helping out here, so it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, if Nikki struggles, no problem, thank you. If Nikki struggles, obviously she can do the boat, and I have offered again that she'd rather do the locks. With all the vegetation that's grown in this lock, it almost smells like the sea. Very green. See the strengtheners here for the walls. Lock number 1. Beautiful here. I do like the way they do the edges of the stones here with the white paint. Helps with my eyesight, but I also think it looks very nice too. 2 down, 21 to go. Just under the bridge here is the old Commercial, a former pub. It's got a lovely little mural on the wall apparently, so let's get under this bridge and have a look. In the sun, I'm not sure if this is picking it up. Isn't that lovely? Look at that. And the third lock is all ready for us. Look at that. The CRT guys and girls here are regularly collecting the rubbish. This was from last night. Loads of beer cans on this lock. Terrible, isn't it? There's a bin just up there. Cheers, mate. Thanks very much. And just to the left here, virtually at the whole flight, there used to be a huge steelworks, Wigan Coal and Iron Company. And apparently there were several blast furnaces along the flight. Sadly, none left, all demolished now, and modern industrial units. Well, we're in the fourth lock now. I'm not going to film all of them. There's loads of them, but we'll film a few highlights. Come and join us a little bit as we go down the Wigan flight. Nicky's got some help now. There's Wayne and Di. If you remember when we were given that lovely little Chuggabug model, yeah, Wayne built that. So they've come to help us down the Wigan flight, bless them. Give us a wave. So far we're doing okay. We're more than halfway through. Wayne and Di seem to be enjoying themselves. It's tiring work for them doing the locks. They're very heavy and very heavy gates. I have offered for Nicky and Di to come and sit on the back of the boat and do the boat, but Nicky's not having it. So yeah, we're carrying on. Well, this is a leaky one. Look at this. Lots of water coming in. One more lock left on the Wigan flight, although we do have two more on the Lee branch of the Leeds Liverpool. But I've been told there's an interesting engraving here on the bridge as we go out, so I'll try my best to film it and explain what it's about. Thanks very much. Thank you. Now, apparently, when both ends, the Yorkshire end and the Lancashire end of this canal were finished, they engraved this bridge. And there it is, going around the arch. It's a relief engraving. And that's to commemorate the opening of the joint of the Yorkshire and the Lancashire end. Apparently, there was lots of brass bands, big celebrations to open it, because when you think this was like the modern motorway of the day. It opened trading links between east and west. It must have been remarkable to be here. And then as soon as you come out, a sign of more modern day trading, the railway. But one more lock on this one, and then we're done. Thanks very much. Thank you. Thanks very much. So that's it. Wigan flight done. Must have done it in record time. We have still got 2 more locks, but there's a supermarket up there and we're just going to nip up there. So thank you very much, Nikki, and of course John, Andy and Peter who helped us, and Wayne and Di. Thanks very much for turning up, guys. Enjoyed that. Bye bye Wigan flight. So as I said earlier, we've got 2 more locks to go, so it shouldn't be too bad. Nikki and I just walked up to a local supermarket up there just to get some last minute supplies. Quite enjoyed them. And if you're wondering where Steve was, we had a little errand to run further back before the lock, so Steve went on ahead and used the services, but then he paired up with another boat, so he came down, so he's just ahead of us now. We'll see him in a minute. Not a very good lock landing here, so I've sort of moored across Moorland Roads there. The first of 2 remaining locks, but I've got to say, that's an impressive church over there. That's very impressive. I like that. Come on, Steve, get your back into it.
Well, somebody's got to do the work.
Yeah, he's right though. And there is Scotsman Flash. This is our mooring for the night. Just to find a mooring now. That's it, moored up at the Flash in Scotsman, or Scotsman's Flash. It's gorgeous. We've got a nice view here for a few days, but I believe it's rain or drizzle tomorrow, but we're just going to throw a pizza in and sit outside with Steve and have a little chat and unwind a little bit. It was a long day, lots of cruising, 23 locks, so obviously Nikki is exhausted, but a big thank you goes to the Lockies and of course to Wayne and Di for helping out today and helping Nikki on the locks. Thanks guys. Yeah, a sit down and a rest, and we'll catch you next time when we move. Take care.